Welcome to Family Movie Night. I'm Shan,
And I'm Kelly.
and we're just doing this on the spur of the moment.
Yeah, randomly.
We didn't plan this at all, but we had the camera set up for something else, so I guess we'll do an episode. And the most recent movie we watched together was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel that came out on Netflix. So, take it away, Kelly.
Take it away, me. Okay, this movie, not even filmed in Texas. What is up with that? Where was it? Like, Bulgaria or somewhere? It needs to be... This is about Texas. Film it in Texas. I don't know. We may not have no pretty spots to film it at, but...
Well, that was the giveaway for me, was I was like, I don't think we have anything that looks that pretty.
But it's not accurate. The first movie, the original was filmed in Texas, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like around Austin, I think.
Okay, yeah, that makes
I haven't
sense.
been everywhere in Texas. It's a big state, so there could be pretty places.
I mean,
but
there could be. But we ain't seen them because we ain't been nowhere, really. But, I'm gonna say, this movie is getting, like, a lot of mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. I have kind of learned to, like, look at individual movies as individually, not a part of a series. I've kind of gotten more better at that. I don't compare things anymore, So I look at everything just individually. And individually, I kind of like this movie. It had a lot of great kills, slashery, whatevers. And it was funny. Like, there was a lot of comedy in this movie. It was stupid comedy, and it was, just funny. One of my favorite scenes was when Leatherface gets on the, like, party bus, and everybody's, like, looking at him, and they just think, oh, this is an opportunity to take a picture, film something, and they all just, like, social media now. And I'm like, no, y'all fixin' to die. And then that one dude finally realizes, like, oh crap. That part I love. My favorite character was the redneck mechanic dude. So yeah, he was my favorite. Some of these folks they get on my nerves a little bit, but I guess they didn't get them on my nerves to the point that I just absolutely hated the movie. But yeah, he was my favorite. And oddly, I don't know if I seen this somehow, but the very end of the movie, I swear I've seen it before. I don't know if it was in the trailer, because I don't know if I saw the trailer, but I swear I've seen the ending to that movie. I thought I was having a deja vu moment or something. I'm just like, I don't know. Did I see it? Did I not see it? I have no idea. I'm rambling, I know. But, and then I spent too much time trying to figure out, when they're in the field, whether them dead-looking things was sunflowers. I'm like, what are them things? But I guess it was sunflowers, so. But anyways, I liked it. Yeah. And even the return of the main character from the first one, whatever, have a return. She was not what I was expecting, but I did like some of her scenes. I thought it was hilarious, but a lot of that, story-wise, did not make no sense. Nothing, it didn't add up. He pulls out a chainsaw out of the wall. Like, it's gonna just run, like, perfect. And it's been how many years? Yeah, that didn't make no sense. It was just off the wall with the story, but I hope I didn't take up anything you were gonna say.
Well, I know I've seen a lot of people didn't like what they did with Sally, but I didn't mind. I kind of liked the character they made her, former Texas Ranger. If there was a TV show that was like Sally Texas Ranger, and it was just like, right? Like took place in the 90s or something, and like the overarching story was her like looking for Leatherface, but then it was like all these individual cases, I would watch the hell out of that.
I know, it was just weird. How did we get to that point in time And then why is Leatherface at this place? And that's supposed to be his mama or something, or somebody that
Well,
raised
what
him.
I got was, I mean, it was an orphanage. What I'm thinking is they're trying to say that in the first movie, like Leatherface was maybe he was like 17 or something, which I can buy that. And after what happened in there, he ended up going to live at this, or kind of getting taken in at this orphanage. I don't know. I'll go with it.
That town was kind of, run down, but it was kind of. I liked the buildings. I mean, it looked interesting. The buildings and stuff. It just looked interesting to me, you know.
And I've seen like a lot of people say they brought her back after all this time, but then they did nothing with her character, and I don't really agree with that. I mean, she was kind of a badass. I mean, even if she didn't kill Leatherface, I mean, she ended up living for quite a while after he chainsawed her, and
yeah, and I mean,
she imparts some wisdom to the other girl. I like that.
It was her intent to try to kill him, try to stop him. I mean, that's what she wanted. That's what she was living for to do.
And I like the part where, she's asking him to remember, her brother and her friends, and he doesn't remember. I mean, he just kind of walks away, ignores her, and, she's kind of like, you don't remember? Because, I mean, that kind of happens. Like, somebody, like, ruins your life, and they go on with theirs, and you don't, like, they don't remember. They don't realize that they've done something to you, and you're carrying all this like hate and revenge or whatever.
Yeah, and it can be such like minor things, though this was a major thing, but in real life it could be such a minor kind of thing, but it broke you but had no effect on them.
Yeah, so
and I can see that.
I kind of like that message. I didn't really connect too much with the younger characters, like the Gen Z, younger millennial, whatever they were.
That
characters.
one girl with her hair, I did not like her hair. I don't know why. It was kind of short and curly and poofy and out there. I don't know why I did not like her hair.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
That's not my kind of hairstyle, and I don't really like it on people that much.
And I went into the movie I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't know anything about it. Just like right before we watched it, I had read that it was something about social media influencers. So that might have, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this.
Yeah, because you said that to me. And I'm not sure if I've seen the trailer or not, because I know it hadn't been out that long, and I have no idea if I saw it.
So I had to watch it a second time to have any kind of empathy for those characters, but I did like the one sister that had survived the school shooting.
Yeah.
There was something she said I liked where, she survived the school shooting, so now everybody expects her to do something with her life, and she's just kind of like, I like that. I thought the kills were fun.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what my favorite one would be. Maybe I like that first one in the back of the police vehicle ambulance thing, but that may have, I feel like I've seen that done before.
Yeah.
I can't really think. The guy in the kitchen, the way the door would kind of swing in and out. I like the way that was done. When he just throws what was it, a hammer that he threw at that girl and knocked her down the stairs. It was pretty funny.
She went, whoop.
And then when she's under the house or whatever,
oh yes,
he's sawing through the floor. When he saws through the sewage pipe or whatever that was pretty funny.
It was. I like the one where the girl's trying to get out the window of the bus and he just saws her in half, and it's just like, like.
I didn't like the redneck guy dying.
No, did not.
He was probably one of my favorite characters.
He needed to live through the whole thing.
when it broke his leg, I was not expecting that, so it's kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
What
but
else?
at least, I mean, he was the good thing about this movie, and, like, he even had the sense enough to give her the keys, even though they screwed all that up.
I thought the actress playing Sally was awesome. And I liked, what's her name? Alice Krieger? She was the old lady at the beginning.
Oh, yes. She's been in
her.
a lot of stuff, like, what is it?
Wasn't she the Borg Queen on Star Trek Next Generation, that
Maybe.
movie, or whatever?
I think she's also in Silent Hill, I want to say.
Probably. It's been a long time since I've
Yeah,
seen
it's
that.
been a while since I've seen it too.
What else is there?
She's always so creepy looking.
I think I was too dumb to realize that they had a smart car. So, like that scene at the end when the
I know,
the
you
car's
said-
driving off, I was going, "Watch where you're going! Watch where you're going!" Not realizing it was a smart
You
car. And it
probably
was
didn't
on
notice
autopilot.
when they set it up to do that, and when you said, "Watch where you're going," I'm thinking it's fixing to turn. But oddly, that's why I was like, I think I've seen that before. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if maybe I like accidentally saw something on Facebook and saw that end scene or something, because I was like, that just looked too familiar, and the car just doing that weird turn. Yeah.
I like the guy in the gas station. Don't remember him.
Who was the guy in the gas station?
Well, we didn't talk about how Leatherface looked. What did you think of that?
Oh my gosh, it was weird. I mean, it was kind of weird.
I mean, it's kind of grown on me now. I didn't like it the first time I watched it, but
I mean, he takes. Was it the woman's face that he takes off? And I was just like, oh my gosh, it looked funny. It really did at first. It looked funny. It kind of grew on me after a little bit.
There is a part at the very end, like when he's in the water, like when he's drowning or whatever, where it does look like her face for like a couple of seconds or something. But the rest of the time, it's just kind of like...
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. And there was a lot of instances in this movie that you could, like... I've seen it on Facebook. I don't remember what parts, but you could kind of compare parts of it to Halloween. Like, had some of the same looks. Like, one of the shots with him standing in the opening looked very similar to a shot of Michael standing. And I thought that was kind of interesting, where people can pick up on this kind of stuff and see how things kind of look similar in ways. I don't notice this stuff, but...
Okay, so what would you rate this movie?
Me, I'd probably, we're talking out of 5, right?
Yeah.
I'd probably get it a 4.
Yeah, I think I'd go 4 dead sunflowers out of 5. Kelly actually came up with sunflowers. I couldn't think of nothing.
Look, it took me forever. I was so focused on them daggum flowers, like, what, because you couldn't tell what they were. I'm like, these big old things, and I'm like, they're all dead looking. And then later we realized it was, like, when there was a body or something set up, that it was actual sunflowers. So I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense.
So I guess that's it for this one. I don't remember how we sign off. So until next time, yeah, cheers, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.